Another video for let me make sure. Hold up. Just did some crap. Alright, y'all, we back with another video. This is for my new channel. It's gonna be basically me talking about sports in general. Talking about basketball, occasionally football majority of the time. Doing reviews, reactions, etc. etc. And I'm gonna be reacting to the game today. But we're gonna go look at wild card round. And we're gonna be predicting the entire playoffs. First round matchup, which starts about 45 minutes from when I'm recording this. We got the Houston Texans at home playing the Los Angeles Chargers. Thoughts on this game? CJ Stroud versus Justin Herbert. Probably most likely gonna be the new big rivalry. Especially most likely they might book this match for next year. So I'm thinking Texans. I want the Texans to win. I had big hopes for the Texans this year, but they ended up getting all of the injuries. And their team ended up basically being hurt the entire season. So it kind of run there. And Jim Harbaugh's going to run the ball down their throat. And if they're not ready for that, they will lose this game by anywhere from 10 to 14 points. I'm taking the Chargers 31-20 in a small size shootout. J.K. Dobbins runs for over 150 yards. And Justin Herbert has 3 passing touchdowns. Okay, tonight, Saturday, Steelers versus Ravens. Thoughts on this game? I think Russell Wilson versus Lamar Jackson has potential to be a shootout, but it's Steelers Ravens. It's not gonna be a blowout. I say that it's gonna be down to probably the last 10 minutes of the game, and that's when the Ravens gonna pull away. I think they're gonna win this game 31-17 in advance. Bills Broncos, which is tomorrow morning or tomorrow at noon. I think this could be a close game, but I don't see it. I genuinely don't see it. I can see this most likely being like a 10-point game. I'm going to say 35-27. I think it's got to be a shootout. Cortland Sutton's going to go for a couple touchdowns. Bo Nix going to have 3 touchdowns. They're going to kick a couple field goals. Josh Allen's going to put his Superman cape on in the fourth quarter when they're down 27-21. Put up 14 unanswered points and advance to the divisional round to play the Ravens. The Chargers will play the Chiefs. Rams and Vikings. I don't have many thoughts on this game. I'm just be honest. I think Vikings, if Sam Darnold plays like he's been playing all season, excluding the Detroit game in Week 18, I think the Vikings could win this game by a good amount. But I'm gonna say he struggles a little bit, and they narrowly escape and get their rematch with Detroit. Minnesota wins 27-24. Bucks Commanders. I am a very, very, very big Baker Mayfield believer. I'm picking the Bucks. I'm telling you what. They have Mike Evans. They got Rashad White. They got a good, decent run game, a good quarterback, and a good to great quarterback. I'm not gonna say he's elite. I'm not gonna say he's top 10. I'm not gonna say he's top 5 in the league. But Baker Mayfield on a good day could be a top 8 quarterback, top 10 quarterback. So if he brings that top 10 energy, the Bucks will advance. And the last game, the Packers. Christian Watson missing, but he hasn't really did anything all season. So I can't really see that impacting them all that much. So I'm gonna take the Eagles because Saquon Barkley's just gonna go insane. I'm already knowing. We gonna take the Eagles. I gotta do a score prediction for Bucks Commanders. I say 21-24. Bucks win. Game winning field goal. Now, Eagles Packers. The Packers are injured to beyond belief, but they have a good run game. Solid quarterback. I gotta pick the Eagles. I don't have another choice. The Eagles. I'm a Cowboys fan, but the Eagles are looking scary. They the only team I think can beat Detroit in regulation. Any other team that can actually beat them is taking them to OT. And that's like the Bills, Ravens, and that's it. So I'm taking the Eagles to win. On to divisional round weekend. We got some pretty solid looking games. Bills, Ravens. This game is a freaking toss up. It depends on who plays better. Honestly. I don't know why I keep doing that. Okay. Alright. Alright, y'all. I think personally it's gonna be Bills, Ravens. That's such a hard game to predict. Um, Thinking about it logically, you would have to say the Ravens need to win, but the Bills are so hot, bro. Like, ooh, I'm gonna come back to that game. Lions winning over the Vikings. I think it would have to be a Sam Darnold. They're gonna put Sam Darnold under pressure because they know he doesn't work good under pressure based off the Week 18 game. This game is gonna happen 2 weeks after Week 18, so they're gonna know how to play against him. They're gonna double team Justin Jefferson, and they're gonna most definitely double team T.J. Hockenson. So unless Sam Darnold comes out there and put up like 25 for 30, 350 yards, and like 3 touchdowns, they're losing this game. So score prediction 21-17. Lions going to the NFC Championship for the second year in a row. Bucks, Eagles. I think the Bucks could pull this off. But they will need Lavonte David to shut down Saquon. I think if they can shut down Saquon Barkley, they could go to the NFC Championship. But I don't see it happening. So I'm picking the Eagles. Jalen Hurts will be back. I must take them 30-20, but it was 23-20 late in the fourth quarter. I think one of my first upsets of the playoffs could be the Chargers beating the Chiefs. But I think Rashee Rice might be back. Pacheco's back already. I think the Chiefs are going to their 7th consecutive AFC Championship. I'm sorry, Chargers. Sorry, Jim Harbaugh, but y'all not gonna beat the Chiefs. Bills, Ravens. I can see the Ravens. I don't know, bro. Let me see. I want Lamar Jackson and Henry to get a ring, but I gotta take. I'm gonna take the Ravens. I want the Bills to go to the Super Bowl this year, but I don't know if it can happen. This was the doomsday scenario. I love both of these teams. I don't know. I think Josh. I think this game will also determine the MVP of the league. But I think I gotta say it. Ravens win 20-14. I think Derrick Henry's gonna take over the game. He's gonna run for 150 yards against the Bills. Lamar's not gonna pass for a lot. He's gonna run for 80 yards. He's gonna pass for 150. And Mark Angel's gonna get a touchdown. I think that's just how that's gonna go. AFC and NFC title games. Ravens, Chiefs, Eagles, Lions. Lions going to the Super Bowl. They will shut down. It will be one of the biggest running back duels we have ever seen. I think realistically, I think I think the I think Gibbs is not gonna outrun Barkley, but I think Goff wants that ring, and I think he's gonna go to the Super Bowl. Ravens, I think the Ravens might beat the Chiefs by a good amount. I think the Ravens are gonna beat the Chiefs 35-24. Lamar is gonna outplay Mahomes, and it's not gonna be that close. And Patrick Mahomes is going home, and he will not be getting a 3-peat. Super Bowl. I think Ravens, Lions. Ravens, Lions. We got Goff versus Mahomes. I think the receiving core is the big difference in this. I think the Lions are going to win the Super Bowl. I'm calling it now. The Super Bowl doesn't happen for another 4 weeks. I think the Ravens are gonna. I think the Lions are gonna win the Super Bowl. They got the better receiving core. They have a very solid tight end. Two good running backs because Monty will be back, so we're gonna have Sonic and Knuckles. It's gonna determine how Jared Goff plays against that stingy Ravens defense. Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith, Nate Wiggins, all them boys. But I think if Lamar can dice up the defense, but Kirby Joseph, I think is gonna be close. I think Kirby Joseph, he is an interception king of this year. I think he gets a game winning pick off of Lamar. They kneel. Ravens lose the Super Bowl 28-21 in overtime. I'm calling the Super Bowl is going to overtime. That is it for this video, y'all. My Super Bowl winner is these Detroit Lions. And yeah, I think that's it, y'all. Where's my thing? Hold on. This is my bracket. And I'll see you guys in the next video, y'all. And peace.